Priority clearance recognition, Alpha 1.
Jolan True, Attack Wing Captains and Admirals, and welcome back to another Antares Shipyard video here on YouTube. This is going to be the 5th video in the series for the Independent Faction Pack, a Motley Fleet. In this video we're going to be going over the weapons, tech, and the one question mark upgrade that comes with the Faction Pack. So sitting at the Captain's table we have myself, David Montgomery from the Shipyard, our permanent new co-host, James Sonis, and our special guest host from Stars Matas here on YouTube, Kilo Dell. Links to everybody's YouTube will be in the description box below. As I said, in this video we're going to cover the weapons tech and the one question mark upgrade. But please comment below what your favorite weapon tech or your favorite use for those weapons or techs have been. We would love to see your build ideas around this stuff. Go ahead and comment that in the video below, and we will be responding. You can also continue the conversation that we have here over on the Fremont Reformation Discord server. Again, the link will be in the description box below. And please consider helping us grow the channel by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. That way you're notified anytime one of our subspace communications is released. Other than that, let's move on to the video. Computer, engage program. Alright, so we're getting into the first weapon in the pack here. It is enhanced phasers, 1 per ship, and it can only go on ships that have a attack value of 2 or less. After this ship attacks with its primary weapon, this ship may make an attack with its primary weapon, targeting a different opposing ship in its primary firing arc. Cost of 3. Okay, Kilo, how about you start with this one?
Okay, well, first off, I don't think it works with fire at will. Yeah, no, it doesn't work with fire at will.
I'm not sure, yeah.
Just wanted to put that out. Because that one lets you fire once with your primary, once with your secondary. This is 2 secondary attacks, so it does not work. Basically, there's 2 things you need to know about this card. Number 1, anything that gives you plus extra attack dice throughout the whole round is great with this card. The things I like to look at with this card is running it on, your new 12-point Miranda classes or like the USS Tiananmen, because it makes the Miranda classes a little more scarier when you're shooting twice per turn.
Yep.
And that's just kind of it. You got okay, think about it, right? How many Miranda classes can you fit in a 120-point game?
Well, quite a few.
10.
Yeah.
Now you're making 20 attacks. No, you aren't, because this card costs points. But let's say you run a 9 of these or something. No, that wouldn't work either.
8.
Let's just say 8. Let's just say 8. You got 8 of these. 8 times 12 is 96 plus 3 plus 3
comes out at
plus whatever. Basically, it's gonna look weird, look fun. It's gonna be fun to fly all those ships, and then it's gonna be kind of scary to pummel all those multiple attacks in. But then, as soon as somebody uses something like shield adaptation, you're not rolling any dice.
Or torpedo fusillade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're flying a Miranda, which is not as prone to damage from it's a little harder to one shot. It's not like a Burrell.
It's very easy to one shot with a torpedo fusillade, though.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a neat idea, but I think
I like it a lot.
Enhanced phasers are best used in smaller doses. See, cards like enhanced phasers and Maquis tactics make me go, boy, the Bajorans really need a faction pack, or like half a faction pack, because they need cards like this. They need things to be better. And sure, you could go stick enhanced phasers on a Bajoran ship, but it's really expensive. And I like what James said earlier, put Type 8 on whatever ship you're going to put enhanced phasers on, and now you're making 2 3-dice attacks. That's really solid.
Yeah.
I like enhanced phasers on the USS Reliant.
There you go.
Yeah, that one.
The Fed version,
the other one.
because now you're making 2 4-dice attacks if you can get them at range 1.
If you put it on the
with Type
independent
8
Miranda,
upgraded.
if you put it on the independent one, then you don't play the faction penalty as well.
I'm okay spending points, and like what James was saying, you throw Type 8 upgraded on there, you can get 6 dice, 2 6-dice attacks for, I mean, granted it's 29 points before a captain.
Plus, it's 28 actually to get the second weapon slot you want to run Sakona.
Ah, okay. I don't have Reliance stat. I don't have most ships.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to want 3
upgrades
weapon
memorized.
slots if you're running Type 8s upgraded and then enhanced.
Sorry, yeah. You're gonna want more.
You're going to want Arsenal. and Sakona.
Can you fit that Zindi upgrade on there that lets you give you 2 weapon slots?
Just run Arsenal.
Yeah,
But that would only give you 1 extra.
Well, Arsenal adds 2.
Arsenal gives you 2.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought 1 was taking itself. Yeah,
No.
Arsenal on there, Sakona. You're good to go.
Arsenal Sakona Type 8 upgraded will cost you 7, I think.
That's not that bad. Then of course you have to put enhanced phasers on there, which would be 4 points.
Well, it'd be 2 points.
Yeah.
Sakona.
Throw con on there. Get rid of all those faction penalties.
Or Car, gets you a. It doesn't get you the die, but it gets you a reroll, double reroll.
Scary little ship.
Yes.
You can.
Interesting thing. Throw the other con.
This is actually my second favorite pack card in the entire pack, by the way. This is one of the cards that would make me want to buy more than one of these.
Especially because 2 come in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just great because it's like the game goes, okay, we get it. We've made a meta where large cards, small attack dice ships aren't really as good as they used to be. And they're saying we acknowledge that and we're going to make them a bit better. I was really hoping we'd get a bunch of stuff like this for the Defiant, and we kind of did in the new pack, but it was a little lackluster in my opinion, but
Like with the Reliant Type 8 upgraded enhanced Arsenal Sakona, run con. Get your battle station crits all across the board. And you don't pay the faction penalty.
Yep, so he makes the chips, the upgrades a little bit cheaper. Sakona discounts them.
Sakona and enhanced. You still pay the faction penalty for con, but the crits are just
Yep, worth it. That was the ship I was going to bring up was the Reliant. That's
same.
because you're.
I have recently rewatched the Shipyard's Reliant review and realized that it is kind of still good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's at least it's always borderline, and it's still on the better side of playable rather than not.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I really want to run like a double attack Defiant deathmatch thing, but I wouldn't be able to get the necessary upgrade cards. I guess I could. I could swap out one of those because I don't have the Lakota. Because who on earth can find the Lakota these days?
Yeah.
I could always swap one of those out for the overcharged phasers from Alliance.
It is a little bit difficult relying on that range.
True, but it is better than nothing. It gives me the extra dose of power.
Yeah.
And what it kind of is because the Reliant will give me the +1 at range 1, right? And if it's at +2, then I can still get that +1.
Yeah. And it's not even just primary. Run it with Fuselage, Ramataclon. I mean, then you can't do enhanced phasers. But yeah.
Oh, we lost David.
Yeah, we did.
David had to take off, so.
Yep.
Oh,
no worries there.
That's an option? No, I'm just super tired, but I think I can make it to the end of the video. There's only like a few cards left.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like
So,
2, I
chugging
think.
along.
Speaking of which, let's
No,
move
there's
on
all
to
the
the next
tech.
one. There's not that much tech.
Yeah, there's I think 2 tech upgrades.
All right, so the
Okay.
Hypothermic charge.
next weapon upgrade we got is Hypothermic Charge. Locked to a Vidian ship, attack of
I
3.
feel like it shouldn't be locked to the ship.
Attack, place 2 time tokens on this card and target an opposing ship, range 1 to 2. All damage inflicted by this attack ignores the defending ship's shields. If the defending ship has no active shields, you may re-roll any number of attack dice.
It is the poor man's Chronothon torpedoes.
Yeah, I mean, it pairs well with the Harvester Prime if you want to get some rerolls. If you can get all their shields disabled. James, do you want to go ahead and start on this one?
Sure. I don't like this card in this pack.
Okay.
I think that it's 3 dice. Okay.
Yep.
It's 4 cost, not really great. It's Vidian locked, really not great. It's Vidian locked in a pack with a Vidian that already disables shields, so you're only re-rolling 3 dice if you can get all those shields disabled. And then if you disable all but 1, then you just ignore that last one and you don't get any benefit. It's just not worth it.
It should have also been 4 attack to make you actually want to put it on the Harvester Prime.
It should have at least been. It should have been the other way around. 4 attack, 3 cost, range 1 to 2, 2 time tokens.
Yeah.
And then
honestly,
but still, it's just you don't run the belt buckle.
Basically, I would put this on the generic Vidians. It's a weapon for generic Vidians. It gives them basically a named ability, and that's about it. You could treat it as a named ability, but it's I just gotta say, it's not that great of a card. I mean, yeah, not that great of a card.
Yeah,
it seems good because it goes through shields, but it's like the Vidian in this pack already kills shields. It's like, okay, so one of the things about this pack that I like is that it comes with cards you can use on your ships, or you can put them on the other versions of the ships. The Dauntless upgrades can go on the other Dauntless. The battlecruiser upgrades go great on the other battlecruisers. This, I haven't looked at the other Vidian pack in ages, but I'm sure that this works great on the other Vidian ship. It just doesn't work all that good on this Vidian ship.
Yeah, I mean, if you were bent on running this card, you could run it with Shran and Endorial Imperial Guard, get the attack dice up to 5, and then maybe have enough to sneak those shields down. But again,
I mean, I just don't feel like using the Harvester Prime's named ability to get a reroll is really worth it.
Well, it's not just one. It's reroll of any number of attack dice, so you can reroll all your blanks.
Okay, I guess if you're running with 5 of those dice you're rerolling, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but that's a niche. I personally wouldn't go there.
I think I have run it before, but that was just because I was thematically playing Vidian, and I was putting like all the Vidian cards on my ship.
Yeah. So yeah,
I think it would be fun for a mission too, as well.
I tend to agree with you guys. It's not It's not a good weapon, especially for what came in the pack already.
It almost makes me want to buy the other Vidian ship just to see how well it works on it.
Yeah.
Coming from someone who has like one of those collections that have every ship, is that your official advice?
Yeah,
Don't buy the other Vidian ship.
I wouldn't buy the
Dad and I bought the Vidian ship because we didn't have it. We bought it so that we could get those colored grappler tokens to use. It's not a good ship.
Yeah, no, the Prime is not a good ship.
It came with a 1-point independent crew. I could run with senior staff to get another I Stab at Thee on my Enterprise. That's what it was.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Hypothermic Charge that came from the original Vidian pack.
Yeah.
And it's the same text.
Yeah.
It's the exact same text, except this card is locked and it costs 1 less point.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying that this card already exists in the game?
Oh yeah. This came on the.
Yeah, the
So
original.
literally there'd be, so when I say it would be good on the other ship, that's because it wasn't designed for Harvester Prime. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Well, the original hypothermic charge is a disable, cost of 5, but everything else is the same.
Yeah. But it's not locked.
No, it is locked.
It is locked.
Yeah, they locked it in the text. Can only be purchased for a Vidian ship.
Yep.
That was before they were putting the symbols on the cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no point in me making up that one.
No.
Maybe that's why this card sucked. They were
Well,
just trying to
this is-
remake it.
There wouldn't even
but
be a
they
point
could have
for
been
you
made
to
it
pick up
better.
if it didn't exist.
Yeah.
They could have made it better.
So really, it's just a
I
reprint.
would run it. No, I wouldn't run it. But I mean, 5 attack, please. I'm gonna 5 attack.
Yeah.
6 attack range 1.
Yeah.
Actually, 6 attack range 1 would be fun. Because all the Vidian stuff is for like range 1 mostly. So then you'd actually want to like make your ship based around getting into range 1 and everything, and that would be an interesting build. You want to put like Riker on it so you could like close in super fast.
True. All right, let's.
But we aren't here to talk about what could have been.
All
Speaking of what could have been, how about
So
those
our-
few years? Well, the 2-3 years when the Andorians absolutely mopped the floor of all the Vulcans because of this.
Right. Yeah. So we get the first tech in the pack here. Enhanced shield emitters, 1 per ship. Andorian battle cruiser locked. Increase the ship's shield value by 2. Combat phase, you may flip up to 2 disabled shield tokens on the ship to their active sides. In phase, you may repair one shield on this ship. All right, Kilo, go ahead. Nope. Okay.
Sorry, I just put a cracker in my mouth.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Okay, so I just dropped my cards too. Okay, I like anything that adds 2 shields
I agree.
right off the bat. Second of all, it repairs 1 shield in the end phase. That is great. That's literally better than Exocomp. An Exocomp was great. So you got 2 shields and you get a shield repair.
Mhm.
This is amazing. It's
You
locked
get
about
projected stasis field protection.
Yes, the combat phase part, I've still tried to come up with a use for it besides, just defending yourself from things like Harvester Prime and projected stasis field. I would say the fact that it comes with you may flip 2 disabled tokens on this ship back to their active side makes up for it being locked. Because if this thing was not locked to battle cruisers, it would have changed the game.
The playtesters wouldn't have let it come out. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it would have changed the game, and it would be annoying because it would have made. On one hand, this pack tried to make ships that roll to attack dice better. On the other hand, this card just flipped the bird to all ships that roll to attack dice. It's like, I'm sorry, did you damage me? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. James.
What does it combo with? I guess anything that lets you get an extra weapon, and extra shield, so you can get a 3, and any card, mainly crew, I think, that require you to disable your shields in order to perform some sort of special attack. That being said, none of the Andorian cards, I think, disable your shields. So that ability doesn't really come up if you're doing thematic or faction pure. Thematic faction pure. But, basically, yeah, if you're running this with anything that disables your shields, you're good to go, because it just re-enables them for you. Now, can you use this with a cloaked ship to get shields while you're cloaked? That's the question.
Ask for it. But no.
James, do you have anything to add to?
Not really.
Yeah, on its own, you really don't need to combo it with anything.
Yeah.
You could use metaphasic shields again, but again, you'd have to have 2 tech slots to get that +3 to your shields. But there's
Oh, what about T9 energy converter plus the Kumari and Saran? So you're getting your auxiliary power tokens because you're sharing your tokens, your dodge tokens everywhere. And then during the end phase, you're repairing 2 shields.
It's not quite an engine, though.
well, all right then.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's a good card for Andorians. It definitely has its place in faction pure play for those people who do like to do that.
It's the one that put all the Vulcans on the run until the faction pack came out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because before the faction pack came out, I was saying again and again, the Vulcans can't even compete with the Andorians, and the Andorians have 2 packs. The Vulcans have like 6. And now the Vulcans, I'm just assuming the Vulcans are so much better because I haven't even bothered to run them against the Andorians. Since I actually did a video where I had Andorians versus Vulcans, and the Andorians just went wiped them off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to the next tech in the pack. It is 1 per ship. It is locked to a ship that has a 3 hull or less. It is Inertial Compensators. This ship must have a come about maneuver on its maneuver dial to equip this card. After performing a bank or turn maneuver with a speed of 2 or greater, place an aux power token besides this ship. Rotate this ship 180 degrees, even if its base overlapped another ship's base. All right. So, James,
Yeah.
do you want to start on this?
Sure. I mean, we kind of covered inertial compensators a little bit.
Yes.
But it's a good card. I mean, it's not a card that I think of combos for. It's more of just a card that I run.
Yeah, anytime you've got a small hull ship out there, it's something to consider.
I mean, you run it on the gun, whether or not you're going to use it. You get it for free without requiring a slot. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything to say.
All right, Kilo, how about you?
This is sadly one of those cards that I quite often forget exist unless I'm running the going. And I like to run the going. When I think about small ships, I go, oh, gotta run the going, gotta throw all those aux on, and then it reminds me this card exists, and then I run it. But otherwise, I'm just not thinking about it. And I think one of the issues is that this is a card that I could put on a ship and genuinely never use throughout the match. However, when looking at this card for the sake of this video, I did think of a card that would combo with it nicely, which is the Power Grid from the Talkier.
Yeah.
I think it is. Just a 2-point Vulcan card, which whenever you are supposed to place an auxiliary power token beside your ship, you can disable this one instead. So you throw that down there, and then you don't need to worry about having to take a green action later. And since, again, I might not even use this again throughout the whole game, I might not even have to worry about re-enabling Power Grid.
Yeah. So the one... I'm trying to get it pulled up here. It doesn't want to... The one card that I was just thinking of that this would work awesome for is the ISS Avenger.
Ooh.
Where you've got the 2 banks and the 2 turns, and it's got the come about on the dial. And it wants an aux power token because it's going to add +2 to its primary weapon attack. So inertial compensators will give you that aux power, and you get to turn around. So you can fly past, do a bank or a turn, and turn around and shoot him again. Just a small little combo. I mean, as you guys said, it's got to go on any Maquis Raider you put out there, especially the going because it's free. But yeah, any small hull ship like the Avenger is inertial compensators makes just a little bit better. So all right. that, we will get this out of here. Okay, so the next tech in the faction pack is the Class 4 Cloaking device. That is 1 per ship, locked to a Maquis Raider. Action, place 2 time tokens on this card. Perform a cloak action as a free action, even if it's not on this ship's action bar. Then the ship may perform a sensor echo action as a free action, even if it's not on its action bar. Cost of 4. Kilo, how about you start on this one?
Kind of like I would say what I have to say about this card is what James had to say about the other one. This is one I really like to put on my Raiders. It's one I don't really think about combos with. I don't necessarily like the fact that it's a 2-time token as opposed to a 1. But because you can't do that whole shoot, cloak, shoot, cloak, shoot, cloak. But it kind of makes up for it.
You can if you run the Benefactor.
I own that card, but I can't remember what it says.
It lets you throughout the game reduce the time tokens placed on your upgrades by 3 total.
Oh, okay, but it's like a limited amount.
Yeah, throughout the game you can reduce the time tokens placed by 3 total.
Okay, I guess that could be useful. I mean, you're not flying a 4 attack dice ship, so it might not be long enough to finish off a target, but something.
Yeah.
The sensor echo is nice with it. So the only combo I could really think of immediately was Lara's.
Yes.
Combat phase. If this ship has performed a sensor echo this round, place a battle station token beside the ship, and it rolls +1 attack die this game round.
Yep.
Now, I've heard this brought up a lot, and I just want to clear it up. When it says +1 attack die this game round, does that refer to only 1 attack or all attacks?
Only 1 attack.
Ah, dang it. Why did they have to make that rule? Anyway, so that was the combo I thought of, Laris, but I mean, I don't know if I'd run Laris on a Maquis Raider ever. Because it seems
Seems
wrong.
like a waste.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a waste, but just like, because I mean, he technically goes on even weaker. He just goes on D7s, but
I mean, if you're running a swarm
doesn't-
fleet and you're going to have multiple Maquis Raiders out there, you might as well.
But it is a nice card to have on your Raiders. I'm disappointed there's only 1 in the pack, especially because it's what is it? Ship unique. I feel like it should have come with 2, but I mean, it is locked to Maquis Raider only, so I could see why they wouldn't want to do 2. Because that's more of an X-Wing thing where they put, like, you buy 1 fighter and it comes with 3 copies of a card that only works on that fighter.
Interesting. I've never played X-Wing, so I don't know any of the.
Yeah, it's they release fixes for ships, and they'll release, like, you'll buy a fighter. Like, okay, let's say if X-Wing was doing the Defiant class, the Defiant class upgrades, instead of coming with 1 of each, the Defiant would have come with 5 copies, 3 or 5 copies. So you'd only need to buy 1 new Defiant to fix all your old ones. But it would mean there's a chance that you would have cards you would never be able to use if you only ever had that 1 new Defiant.
I see. Well,
Sorry, I'm losing my voice a bit here.
No, you're good. We got 3 cards left in the pack here. But yeah, Laris pairs with it. There's Chang. Really, you're placing 2 time tokens on it to do 2 actions. You're cloaking, and then you're getting the sensor echo right away. So I like it if you're going to run a lot of Maquis Raider a swarm, and you're going to have a lot of them out there. Laris and Chang are a couple captain cards to consider putting in there. Not the greatest thing in the world, but it works. All right, so
there's certainly a lot of ways to customize your Raiders. You can, I think once I made a build for Raiders, which it was 5 Raiders, and each of them had a different specialization.
Oh, here we go. All right. The next tech in the pack here is 1 per ship particle synthesis. locked to a Dauntless class. When defending, before the roll attack dice step, you may roll exactly one defense die that cannot be re-rolled or modified. If you roll a blank, the attacking ship must choose a new legal target for the attack. If no other target can be chosen, the attack is cancelled and this card must be discarded. James, how about you start with this one?
It's an interesting card.
Mhm.
I don't run Dauntlesses a lot, but I mean, look at the text, look at the material. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot to say about combos or anything.
No,
but...
it's more of an attack cancellation card than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, its weakness is going to be animated Spock. And that's even if you do roll blank, which is pretty good odds that you will on a defense die. Kilo.
I would say annoy your enemies by throwing Temporal Conduit on there, so you can use this twice. Like, I mean, you can use it a full set of... Like, once you discard it, you can get it back. And then, boom. Hey, yeah, you managed to shoot. It took 4 rounds for you to get a shot in on me. Have fun waiting for another 4 rounds. I'm not going to make that same mistake again. Now I know how you fly. Like,
Yeah.
just basically, it's a nice little, just a nice little, oh no, you hit me, and I've got 9 health, and you're not going to be hit me again. So it's good for, I would say, putting the Dauntless, it cements the Dauntless in that sort of defensive, not defensive, but support role. It's like you don't want it to get shot. I'm not quite sure what upgrades you'd be putting on the Dauntless to make it into such a support that you really didn't want it to die. I feel like a crew-based support might work better for that, but I'm sure there's some interesting upgrades you can put on there.
Yeah.
Maybe turn it into a healer with the neutronic beam thingy, which honestly works pretty horribly.
Yeah. All right. So
I tried playing a healer in a bunch of games, and it's just not worth it.
No. Yeah, it's a very niche thing in attack wing, and it's really hard to pull off.
It sucks because you can only heal 1 hull, and often it's a ton of effort just to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you're flying the Borg minicube.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess this is the last card.
This is the last card.
And this is my favorite card in the pack.
So this is 1 per. It's a question mark card. It is 1 per ship. Repurposed cargo hold locked to an independent ship. This card counts as a crew upgrade, tech upgrade, or weapon upgrade, and then it lets you add 1 tech or 1 weapon to the ship's upgrade bar. So if you've got a leftover crew upgrade and you can't figure out what to do with it, you can convert it to a tech or a weapon on an independent ship. But James, why don't we'll let you have first crack at this card?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of a repeated note from me, but you don't run combos with this card. You just run the card, and your fleet is better because you ran it.
Yeah.
There, you will see it in nearly every one of my fleets. If I'm running an independent ship, chances are I'm running repurposed cargo. If I'm running a clown car, I am running repurposed cargo hold.
Yeah.
If I'm running a Burrell, I am running a repurposed cargo hold.
Yeah, and you find it often when I'm building my ships that I don't have a crew that I want, or that I can't think of a crew that I want, but I have a tech that I need to fit on, and I don't have a slot for it. This is exactly what I use that card for. It's to give me that slot, to convert that slot into what I need to get Klingon cloaking device on, the dual Burrell or whatever, or the dual Klingon Warbird. All right, Kilo.
So yeah, this is my favorite card in the pack, and that's because I would say if I'm not specifically playing Faction Pure, then 3 out of 4 of all the builds I work on have this card in it. realistically, like when I'm finalizing the builds. And that's because I always combo it with captured.
Oh yeah.
So I can put it on anything. I mean, I wouldn't use captured if I'm putting it on an independent ship, but it's like, yeah, then you're only playing 3 points. You'd be paying 3 points of the faction penalty anyway. And now I can put all sorts of independent upgrades on the ship too, and like, oh, I want to put a weapon on my Oberth, captured repurposed cargo hold. I want to put a tech on a ship that has no tech, captured repurposed. It's just, even when I was working on my Borg video, I had to stop myself from putting captured repurposed cargo hold on it. Like,
yeah,
it's just again, one of the key pieces of strategy in this game is the deck building portion.
Oh yeah.
And this is a deck building cheat code.
Yeah.
And it comes with 2 of them.
It does. It comes with 2 of them, and if you're going to play captured, you might as well throw Calvin Hudson on there. So captured's free. Repurposed cargo hold is now down to 1 point. Whatever you're going to...
And he already gives you an extra slot.
Yep. So you're getting another slot. As James said, it's a key piece to a clown car. It just lets you do whatever you need to do to get whatever you want on that ship to fit.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the independent faction pack.